This is a species of monster specialized in lurking beneath the dark depths of the ocean, silently concealing itself and unexpectedly attacking with the most powerful torpedoes and missiles. They sow terror among all enemies on the surface, whether riding the waves or firmly stationed on land. That's right, military knowledge is referring to the attack submarines. In today's video, let's take a look at the lineup of submarines rated as the most powerful in the world. Before we delve into the names on today's list, please take a moment to leave a like and subscribe to provide extra energy for military knowledge to continue producing more informative and high-quality videos. And now, without further ado, the first character to appear is the most modern and expensive stealth submarine in the world, the Sea Wolf submarines of the United States Navy. The first entirely new submarine design for the United States in about 30 years. The USS Sea Wolf began construction in 1989 as the lead ship in a class of 12 with a total cost of about $33.6 billion in 1991, consuming 25% of the Navy's construction budget, making it the most expensive Navy weapons program to date. At that time, the US Navy planned to add 17 more submarines to its fleet. However, the collapse of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War left them without a single rival with enough strength to compete for the position of the world's #1 military superpower. Therefore, American politicians deemed the Sea Wolf submarines no longer necessary. As a result, the number of Sea Wolf-class submarines was reduced to only 3, with a total value of $7.3 billion, or about $2.4 billion each. Initially, the Sea Wolf class was designed to regain the technological edge that the US Navy had possessed over the Soviet Union from 1945 to the mid-1980s. Accordingly, its design allows for effective operations at a depth of 487 meters, deeper than most of the US submarines and the highest on this list. Moreover, the Sea Wolf can operate in cold waters, such as under polar ice caps. Additionally, they are tasked with locating and neutralizing submarines capable of carrying the latest Soviet ballistic missile submarines, such as the Typhoon class and the Akula class attack submarines. Now, with the changing landscape, the current targets of the Sea Wolf are the assets and infrastructure of the Russian Navy at bases in Murmansk and Vladivostok. Alongside that are the forces of the People's Liberation Navy of China, whose power is rapidly growing at an astounding rate. Each Sea Wolf submarine has a length of 107.6 meters, a width of 12.9 meters, and displaces 80 and 142 tons when surfaced and submerged respectively. The hull of the submarine is constructed from high-strength alloy steel HY100, capable of withstanding a minimum impact force of 7 tons per square meter. In terms of appearance, the standout and arguably most important feature in the design of the Sea Wolf is its exceptional quietness, even when moving at high tactical speeds. This allows it to stealthily approach enemy coastlines like a phantom. Typically, submarines aiming to achieve such stealthiness need to reduce their speed to as low as 9.26 km/h to avoid detection by sonar waves. However, the Sea Wolf class is reputed to be able to move at speeds of up to 37 km/h without being pinpointed by adversaries. According to the US Navy, the Sea Wolves are 10 times quieter than an improved Los Angeles-class submarine and 70 times quieter than an original Los Angeles-class submarine. This translates to the noise produced by a Sea Wolf traveling at 46 km/h being less than that of a Los Angeles-class submarine docked at port. This ability of the Sea Wolf is attributed to special sound-absorbing panels and water-jet propulsion engines powered by a nuclear reactor. It's thanks to these smoothly running engines, akin to those found in an Audi A8, that the world's most powerful attack submarine can move at a maximum speed of 65 km/h when submerged and 33 km/h when surfaced. Each Sea Wolf is equipped with Tomahawk cruise missiles with a range of up to 1,700 kilometers, used for attacking surface vessels and land-based targets. Additionally, it boasts 8 heavyweight torpedo tubes of 660 mm caliber, capable of launching multiple torpedoes simultaneously at various targets. The most potent weapon in the Sea Wolf arsenal is the UGM Harpoon anti-ship missile, considered one of the most effective and fearsome in the world. It skims the surface of the water at near sonic speeds, tracking its prey with active radar and detonating a 221-kilo warhead upon contact. The missile is propelled by a jet engine, providing thrust of 300 kilos, enabling the Harpoon to fly at speeds of about Mach 0.5 with a range of 130 kilometers when launched from a submarine. In addition to the mentioned weapons, the Sea Wolf can carry up to 100 torpedoes in place of cruise missiles or tomahawks, enhancing its already formidable arsenal. Its advanced electronic systems include both active and passive sonar, radar navigation systems, weapon control systems, and decoy launcher systems. In terms of history, in December 2001, the third and final vessel of the Sea Wolf class, the USS Jimmy Carter, was officially commissioned. Compared to its two siblings, the USS Sea Wolf and USS Connecticut, it underwent several modifications, including a special operations compartment and a dry deck shelter for deploying a mini-submarine. Additionally, it has storage space for up to 8 SEALs, Navy Special Forces. There's also speculation that the vessel is capable of carrying and deploying underwater unmanned vehicles, UUVs. Because of these modifications, the USS Jimmy Carter is sometimes considered a subclass of the Sea Wolf line. It's regarded as the most secretive submarine in the US Navy, designed for espionage and warfare beneath the ocean's surface. The submarine can be used to sabotage underwater communication cables, sensor networks, undersea pipelines, or carry out other clandestine missions. Farewell to the American Sea Wolves. We're now moving on to the second name on this list, originating from a once dominant naval force tirelessly striving to reclaim its lost glory. Introducing the Astute submarine of the Royal Navy. As a nuclear-powered attack submarine, the Astute class is designed to replace the Royal Navy's Trafalgar-class submarines. Originally put into service in the 1970s, nearing the end of their operational lifespan. In July 1994, the British Ministry of Defence issued a tender for the construction of the first 3 submarines of the new class, with the option to add 2 more a year later. J.C. Marconi, now known as Thales Underwater Systems, was chosen as the prime contractor and received the initial order for the first 3 submarines. Subsequently, the Ministry of Defence announced plans to order 3 additional submarines instead of just 2 as initially planned. As of now, 5 Astute-class submarines have been commissioned into the Royal Navy as per the plan. Meanwhile, 2 others are under construction and are expected to enter service in 2024 and 2026 respectively. Essentially, the Astute submarines inherit their technical specifications and performance from the Trafalgar class. Operated by the Royal Navy's Submarine Service 2 from the naval base at Faslane, Scotland. However, they have been improved in several aspects, including a 50% increase in weapon payload, significantly reduced radiated noise levels, longer hulls, and 2 additional science laboratories. Therefore, many argue that the Astute is essentially a fully modernized version of the Trafalgar class. The Astute-class submarines have a length of 97 meters, a width of 10.7 meters, and displace 6,500 tons when surfaced and 7,200 tons when submerged. In terms of weaponry, they are equipped with 6 530 torpedo tubes used to deploy Spearfish, one of the world's most dangerous torpedoes. This advanced heavyweight torpedo, manufactured by BAE Systems Submarines, is effective against threats from both submarines and surface vessels in both deep and littoral waters. Its power comes from a 300-kilogram warhead and a sophisticated target guidance system, utilizing a combination of high-power trailing wire and passive and active sonar. Additionally, modern gas turbine engines allow this torpedo to engage targets within a radius of 65 kilometers at speeds of 111.12 km/h. Alongside the Harpoon anti-ship missiles, Spearfish contributes to forming the primary short-range weapons system of the Astute submarine. Meanwhile, Its long-range armament includes the Tomahawk Block 4 land attack cruise missile, utilizing an internal positioning system with terrain-matching map updates to accurately navigate the primary engagement area. Compared to older generations, the Tomahawk Block 4 has been upgraded in thrust, guidance, and navigation capabilities. To operate this arsenal, the crew of the Astute will utilize the submarine's electronic backbone, the Advanced Combat Management System, ACMS, developed by BAE Systems Submarines as an upgraded version of the Submarine Command System, SMCS, serving all of the UK's current submarine classes. ACMS will receive data from hydroacoustic positioning and other sensors, then utilize advanced algorithms and data processing mechanisms. Subsequently, it will display real-time imagery on the command console. Additionally, ACMS is integrated with the Weapon Launch System, WLS, for weapon firing and management, providing power to the Astute class. Submarines are two pressurized water reactors built by Rolls-Royce. These reactors have a 25-year lifespan and do not require refueling. So, the first ship in the class, the Astute, will be decommissioned by 2035. Thanks to these reactors, Astute-class submarines can tap into abundant energy from water and air while submerged, extending their time at sea limited only by food supplies, typically around 90 days. Additionally, they are capable of effective combat at a depth of 150 meters, with surface and submerged speeds of 37 km/h and 54 km/h respectively. Next, let's turn our attention to a representative from a country with one of the world's largest submarine fleets, Russia. These are the submarines of the Project 885 Yasen, also known as the Severodvinsk class, or NATO codenamed Grainy. These are Russia's most advanced nuclear-powered attack submarines, conceived as a more advanced replacement for the Akula class. The first ship of the Yasen class, named Severodvinsk, began production in 1993, but after 3 years, the project was halted due to cost issues. It wasn't until 2003 that additional funding was allocated and work resumed. In 2013, the Severodvinsk was handed over to the Russian Navy and officially commissioned in 2014. The second ship of this class is the K-560 Severodvinsk, laid down in 2009 and launched in 2017. This belongs to the 885M Yasen M project, an upgrade from the 885 Yasen, equipped with improved electronic systems and other significant changes. However, like the first ship, the construction of the K-560 Severodvinsk faced delays due to budget and technical issues. In 2013, another submarine from the Yasen M class, the Novosibirsk, was launched and entered service in 2021. Currently, 7 submarines are still in production, all scheduled to join the Russian Navy by 2030. Upon completion, these new submarines will eventually replace the Akula class, as well as the November Victor I, Victor II, and Victor III classes, which are becoming obsolete and nearing the end of their operational life. However, due to the slow pace of construction of Yasen-class ships, the number of active Russian attack submarines is expected to decrease significantly in the coming years. The Yasen-class submarines measure 139 meters in length, 13 meters in width, with a submerged displacement of 13,800 tons and about 8,600 tons when surfaced, considerably larger than the Akula. However, they are slightly quieter than their predecessors and significantly quieter than the USS Sea Wolf class. The hulls are made of low magnetic steel, possibly with some titanium alloy. This allows the Yasen to operate effectively at depths of 300 meters and dive to a maximum of 600 meters, deeper than most existing submarines, second only to the USS Sea Wolf and Russia's Sierra II. Consequently, it can evade attacks from various types of torpedoes. Moreover, a notable feature of this class's design is its relatively high level of automation, reducing the crew complement to 50 members, the lowest on today's list. However, some sources claim that the actual crew complement of Yasen-class submarines is 90. These new Russian submarines are designed to attack carrier battle groups. Additionally, they are tasked with seeking and destroying ballistic missile submarines, other submarines, surface combatants of the enemy, along with coastal targets such as naval bases and ports. To achieve this, Yasen-class submarines are equipped with 24 vertical launch tubes for various types of cruise missiles. They can be armed with P-800 Onyx missiles carrying either nuclear or conventional warheads, weighing from 200 to 250 kilograms, boasting satellite-guided firing and navigation mechanisms combined with highly accurate radar, with a mere 1.5-meter dispersion. These missiles have a maximum speed of Mach 2.5 and a range of 300 km. In addition to the P-800 Onyx, Yasen's launch tubes can also deploy Calibre cruise missiles, considered counterparts to the Tomahawk. Alongside this capability, Yasen-class submarines also feature 6,650mm torpedo tubes for torpedoes and anti-ship missiles. The sixth ship in the class, the Perm, has undergone modifications to carry the 3M22 Zircon hypersonic anti-ship and land attack cruise missile. It can carry either conventional or nuclear warheads, weighing 300 to 400 kilo, with a detonation yield of about 250 kilo, over 10 times that of the Fat Man dropped on Nagasaki by the US in 1945. This missile employs a versatile system, combining infrared, and has the ability to change trajectory mid-flight, providing excellent maneuverability and posing a challenge to enemy air defense systems. Additionally, Zircon can travel at Mach 8 and attack targets within a maximum range of 1,000 kilometers. Meanwhile, the Vonet and Vladivostok submarines, both launched in 2020, will carry upgraded Calibre cruise missiles with a range of 4,500 kilometers. Yasen-class submarines operate using energy from a single pressurized water reactor, with a power output of 200 MW. They have a lifespan of about 25 to 30 years and do not require refueling during their operational lifetime. As a result, Yasen submarines can operate continuously, with their time at sea limited only by food supplies, typically around 100 days. Additionally, this reactor provides enough power for the ship to travel at a speed of 30 km/h when surfaced and 57.4 km/h when submerged. Next, to wrap up today's list, let's delve into another name from Asia, also the only class among the 4 submarines featured in this video, running on diesel-electric engines. Introducing the Soryu submarines of the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. Soryu is Japan's new class of diesel-electric attack submarines, developed from the Oyashio class and named after a legendary Japanese aircraft carrier. The first ship of the class, also named Soryu, was officially commissioned in 2009 as part of the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force's plan. At least, there will be 14 submarines of the Soryu class built to replace the aging Oyashio class diesel-electric attack submarines. Soryu measures 84 meters in length, 9.1 meters in width, with a surface displacement of 2,900 tons and 4,200 tons when submerged, larger than any of Japan's submarines since World War II. The vessel features a hydrodynamic design and a computer-assisted control system providing extreme flexibility. It operates effectively at a depth of 250 meters and a maximum depth of 500 meters. Additionally, Soryu is equipped with a noise reduction coating soundproof interior and stealth technology developed by the Japanese themselves. Additionally, a special feature in the design of this submarine class is the installation of a non-air dependent propulsion system, the Stirling engine from Sweden, produced domestically by Kawasaki Heavy Industries under license. Thanks to this, the Soryu can maintain a prolonged submerged state, increasing its operational time underwater from several days to several weeks, while enhancing stealth capabilities. Moreover, the Stirling system is capable of generating 3,900 horsepower when surfaced and 8,000 horsepower when submerged, enabling the submarine to move at speeds of 24 and 37 km/h, respectively. The air-independent propulsion system is suitable for all weather conditions and operates even during storms. Particularly, the 2 newest Soryu-class submarines, Oryu SS-5 and 11, and Soryu, SS-512, are the world's first submarines to use new lithium-ion battery propulsion technology. Compared to lead-acid batteries, lithium-ion batteries have twice the electrical storage capacity, thus prolonging the charging time. Not only that, the new submarines are equipped with more lithium-ion batteries to eliminate air-dependent propulsion systems. Regarding armament systems, Soryu-class submarines are equipped with 6 533mm torpedo tubes for Type 89 torpedoes and Harpoon anti-ship missiles. The submarines also feature a highly automated combat system to effectively support the crew members. So, the information about the Soryu-class submarines concludes the video about the world's most powerful attack submarines from military knowledge. Which submarine impressed you the most? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Now, please subscribe to the channel and see you all in the next videos. Wishing everyone a peaceful day with family.